Good evening, humans. Tyrannosaurusmoth here, and tonight we're taking a look at the Kamen Rider Revice, Vice, and Lovekov figures from SH Figuarts. Does this two-pack touch the majesty that was the Vice Rex Genome figure we got last year? Well, let's talk about that. Let's do this. Aesthetically speaking, these are very simple designs that make for a great looking set. And we'll start off actually with Vice. And, obviously we got a Vice figure last year, at least one. I think we might have gotten maybe more than one. I'm not actually sure, but I have Rex Genome. That was my favorite figure from last year. And I thought there was gonna be more reuse here. I don't know why, but there's not. Basically, it's the hands, the feet, and then the tail piece. Those are all reused from the Rex Genome, which I have right here. So as you can see, those hands are the same. We get the same feet, and the tail, obviously just different coloring, but the exact same sculpt. And beyond that, all new. Obviously we get those design elements with all these lines. These have that nice metallic blue interspersed in the middle as he had in the show, and just looks really cool. And then we obviously have Vice's actual face without any of the genomes enacted, and just very well done. Again, we get more of that metallic blue kind of coming over to the head. The ears are nice and pointy. They are also very sharp. You could probably draw blood on those. But then we come to the eyes, and very much as they were done before. I love that that SH Figuarts does this, is they are translucent with that kind of honeycomb look behind it. So it gives it some nice depth, makes it look like the actual suit did. And then we get some nice clean paint here on the mask. So just very well done overall. That white is just very bright, as you can see. It's absolutely catching my lights. And silhouette's just as good as it was with the Rex Genome. So just a really cool basic design. A more basic design rather that works. And then going on to Lovekov, just very well done. I mean, as you can see, very cartoony as it was in the show. Very like stark colors, no really gradients or anything like that, but works very, very well, especially in this format. Just looks very, very nice. And that's kind of all I got to say. Just really like very effective. So that is aesthetics. We get a good assortment of accessories here, including what was listed as an option set on tocollectibles.com. So we're actually going to start with that option set. And first off, we get the Demon's Driver. This is the possessed version, and as you can see, very nicely done. Super clean paint all around, and we get the port right here, so that's very cool. And the space for the Vice stamp. And speaking of which, the other part is a Vice stamp bar. And as you can see, there's slots all around for you just to be able to, all the Vice stamps you have, there have been both official and kind of third-party ones thrown around, so you can put all of them up into this thing. And I think that's pretty awesome. Also, it's this like great shade of teal metallic blue. So just really, really good all around. And then we get a whole bunch of hands. So starting right out of the box, we do get a pair of fists. Then we get a pair of almost rock and roll hands. There's a third party that actually does full on. They don't have quite the Bullet Club sort of look going on there. So there's that. Then we get a pair of thumbs up. We get a pair of pointing hands, a pair of relaxed hands, and then finally a pair of splayed out hands. And that's accessories. Articulation here is excellent, and as you can see, we can get a freestanding kick here with Vice. It took a little bit of work, but we are here, and I'm going to start with Vice just so it doesn't fall down on me and kind of make a scene. But so yeah, really good articulation here. We do have a ball joint in the head, a ball joint in the base of the neck, which means we can bury the chin. It means we can look pretty much all the way up despite this hair sculpt. A little bit of inhibition going on there, but you can tuck it behind the collar and get a little bit more range. So that is excellent. And then of course you can get all the way side to side. So really nice fluid motion all the way around there. Come to the shoulders. These little shoulder pad pieces, which are usually part of the torso piece, are movable. So as you can see, those are on a bit of a hinge. So those do move down. So you can move up and you can pretty much hit your T. It's a little bit short, but not really noticeable. You do get a little bit of butterfly action going in that kind of free floating ball joint in there, which is also nice. Plus a bicep swivel. So that's excellent. Then we have double jointed elbows, but unfortunately we're only going to get to 90. The second part just really doesn't move for me, and I don't know if that's mine or if that's just the way it's designed. So that's unfortunate, but it is what it is. We come to the wrists and we get that, kind of rotation, hinge rotation joint that we see. So you can pretty much get anywhere you want with the wrist. Then we come to the torso and we get a ball joint in the diaphragm, a ball joint in the waist, which is going to allow for pretty nice crunch, some excellent arch back as well, and some side to side. Actually, side to side is probably the widest range of all three of those, and you get rotation from both as well, which is always welcome. Coming down to the hips, we get drop downs. They are very subtle, which is always nice actually, because you don't even notice you're doing it, and that allows us to hit full splits, which is always good. Full 90 on the front kick. We get thigh rotation as well. Then we get double jointed knees, which bring us all the way up very, very nicely. For our feet, we get not too much point, not too much forward. Again, we're running into the sculpt. We do get some inward rocker, though not out, because we have the sculpt kind of stopping there, but we do have a little cut on the inside to make that work. We have a toe joint. And then finally, we have the tail on that kind of ball hinge ball. So we can come up and down a little bit. We can definitely rotate all the way around, and that's about it. So there's that. And then finally, put Vice in kind of awkward position there. For Lovekov, we do get some articulation, pardon me, and that is some ball joints at the shoulders to allow us to go all the way around, come out a little bit, and that's about it. So yeah, that's articulation. Getting into size comparisons, here they are with the SH Figuarts Rex Genome Revice and Vice, with some other SH Figuarts, with some Hasbro and some Mattel, with some imports, with some monsters. Finally, with an articulated icons Oni and yours truly in human form as a Valaverse Action Force figure. So my final thoughts on the Kamen Rider Revice, Vice, and Lovekov set from SH Figuarts is that this is definitely a fun set, some great posability, some great accessories, just fun to see on the shelf because they're both fun characters, and yeah, I definitely recommend picking it up. I don't think that Vice quite hits the highs that the Rex Genome version did. Part of that is that absolutely personal bias, but part of that is also just the articulation isn't quite as fluid with this new buck, and parts are certainly different and the design factors into that a little bit, but overall, I mean, absolutely, if you are a Kamen Rider fan or a fan of Revice in particular, definitely seek this out. And right now it's sold out in a number of places. It's also still available in a couple of places, including Big Bad Toy Store domestically, so if you're looking for it, it's a little bit more than it was on To Collectibles, but still available, and definitely recommend it if you want to put down the coin for it. So I'll leave that link in the description below. So all that being said, I hope you found this review informative and somewhat entertaining. And if you did, please consider liking, commenting, subscribing, sharing, etc. Other ways to help the channel, pardon me, are in the description below as well. And all that being said, I hope you join me again, because I do multiple reviews a week of figures related to tokusatsu, dinosaurs, monsters, pro wrestling, and more. So come on back, let's talk some toys, let's have some fun, and most of all, that I hope that you are well. I hope that all of your toy dreams come true, and most importantly, I hope that you and yours stay weird, simians.